Is 2025 the year to buy, sell or hold? Just where is the Australian property market headed in 2025? You might be wondering, are prices expected to rise? Will interest rates continue to drop? Will housing supply remain tight? But what does this actually mean for you as a property investor or home buyer? Stick with me as I give you a step-by-step roadmap to answer all of this in just 5 steps. Step 1. Overview of the 2025 property markets. Step 2. Key trends to watch in 2025. Step 3. Economic factors impacting property. Step 4. What this means for buyers and investors. And most importantly, Step 5. A state-by-state to suburb breakdown. Yes, we're not stopping at the state level. We're diving into specific suburbs where you should be looking. Let's get into it. Step 1. Overview of the 2025 property markets. The general forecast predicts house prices will rise between 3 to 6% nationally. While I agree with this, not every city or suburb will experience the same growth. Property market performance in 2025 depends on countless factors: affordability, government policies, and supply constraints unique to each location. What will actually shape the market in 2025? Which factors will create opportunities and which could lead to challenges? To answer this, let's move to Step 2, key trends to watch in 2025. Interest rate cuts. So here's something to consider. The Reserve Bank of Australia recently cut interest rates, making borrowing easier. But does that mean more demand is on the horizon? While lower interest rates typically stimulate the market, it also raises the question, what happens when demand rises but supply is still tight? Increased demand could push prices higher, especially in areas with limited inventory. Is this a great opportunity for buyers, or are we just setting ourselves up for further house price growth? Just depends on where you buy. Rental market strength. Tight supply means investors will continue to enjoy strong rental yields. Government policies. Potential changes to stamp duty, negative gearing, and first home buyer incentives could impact buyer behaviour. Construction challenges. Delays and low dwelling approvals will keep supply low and prices high. There are more trends at play, but these 4 are the most critical, especially in an election year. Now, on to Step 3. Economic factors impacting property. I'll keep this simple. As I recently said in a media release, the interplay between interest rates, inflation and migration will shape the market. Lower rates will boost borrowing power, while migration remains a key driver of demand, especially in rental markets. That's cut and dry when it comes to economic factors. Now let's move on to Step 4. What this means for buyers and investors. For first home buyers, lower interest rates and stable prices in certain cities make 2025 a great entry point. For investors, high rental yields and high growth suburbs if you know where to look. And now, as promised, a state-by-state breakdown. Note, we won't cover the Northern Territory, ACT or Tasmania here, but if you'd like insights, email me at lloyd@ozpropertyprofessionals.com.au. Let's dive into specific suburbs within each state. Step 5. A state-by-state breakdown. New South Wales. In Sydney. Sydney remains a buyer's market for now, with price growth expected in Tempe, Arncliffe and Rockdale, driven by infrastructure projects. In Queensland. Brisbane. The Olympics-related boom continues, with suburbs like Coorparoo and Springfield Lakes showing strong investment potential. Victoria. In Melbourne. While most experts are expecting a small amount of house price growth in Melbourne this year, I'm expecting quite a resilient market with perhaps double-digit figures. However, Frankston and Geelong are the markets that I'm predicting to get the strongest growth. Western Australia. Perth. Let's turn our attention to Perth. There's no doubt the market has been performing well recently, but the question on many people's minds is, how long can this continue? Some would say that Perth's rapid price increases are a sign of a thriving market, especially within hotspots like Innaloo and Armidale, still showing strong growth potential. However, others argue that with prices rising so quickly, we might be nearing a tipping point. Some investors are already starting to pull back, wondering whether the market will level out soon. If you're an investor in the area, you're probably loving the growth. Suburbs like Innaloo are proving to be great spots to watch. But for first-time buyers or those looking for long-term stability, Perth's price surge might be a bit too risky. The question is, will it last, or is the market starting to cool off? South Australia. Adelaide. Adelaide remains a steady performer with strong demand. Northern suburbs are particularly attractive due to long-term government planning. We could turn this video into individual breakdowns for each state or even specific suburbs. Want that? Let us know in the comments. Also, if you missed it, I recently dropped a video on investing in property through your SMSF. The link will pop up now. What do you think? Drop a comment below with your thoughts or questions. Click on the next video to continue boosting your property investment literacy.